Kia ora, this session is about our third book in the Reo Singalong series called Anei Kē. Now I'll get a little bit telling off at the moment because I do have people that say to me, I love your book Anei Kē, or many other pronunciations of Anei Kē. So I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about this pronunciation. In the book it's pronounced Anei Kē, like that. So if we are listening to the song and singing the song and loving the book, we shouldn't really be saying Anei Kē. So just really remember that this is A, E, I, O, U. This sound is A and it rhymes with as in Kē Te Pai. So you know the word K from Kē Te Pai, K-E-I. Any word that has E-I will always rhyme with K as in Kē Te Pai. So Anei, and then this is a long air, Kē, Anei Kē, and just really listen. The children will always pronounce that correctly. Anei means here it is. My understanding of Anei Kē is it's just more of an exclamation of here it is. So it might be the here it is when we say, instead of just Anei, like here's this, it's Anei Kē as it's perhaps something that you've lost or just found or something like that. So that's what this book is about. It's a really good idea with this book. The illustrations are so beautiful. It's a really good idea with this book to go through the illustrations first and get from the children what they think the book might be about. So they'll say probably that it's about the beach. If they've never seen it before, they'll probably think that's about the beach. And then they won't know yet that she's looking for something, but she is, and now she's found it. So then after that, you might just kind of train them up a little bit and say, oh, okay, so this must be something about sun and now it's raining, or they'll probably guess that. And we know that the girl was looking for her hat and found it, so I wonder what he's looking for. What has he not got that the other children have got? Or why isn't he playing with the children and the dog? And somebody will notice, oh, he hasn't got his gumboots on. Anei Kē, here they are. So Anei Kē works for here it is, here they are, or here a person is, which was handy for this book. And now we'll look at that wind and perhaps we can guess what the picture is without telling them it's wind, and they'll probably guess because of the kites. And I wonder why she's shivering there. What's she missing? By now they'll have the pattern and they'll probably realise. They might say she's missing her kite, but there it is there. But in terms of clothing, she's missing her coat. Anei Kē, here it is. You could even use that phrase at the beginning before you've even introduced the song. This is a tricky one for some children. If they haven't seen fog or mist rolling in, and it's a very hard thing to illustrate, but I think Deb's done a great job of illustrating it. Some people have said they thought it was a ghost, but this is actually meant to be fog. So the fog is rolling in because where these books were born in the Waikato, we have a lot of fog that rolls in. Initially I was thinking of having a snow picture, but because it doesn't snow here, it wasn't appropriate really to have snow in the book. That you could figure out as an extension activity, what's the word for snow and what might we do if we were adding our own verse to that song. That's a really good idea that I just thought of. So I wonder what we need when it's foggy. Quite a tricky one actually. And these children needed a torch. And then on the last page, they can have a look and see, oh, I wonder what that is. They'll notice that it's thunder and lightning, so it's a storm. And the storm is very loud, the thunder's loud, and she's obviously looking a bit frightened. I wonder what she needs. She needs her mum. So just be a bit careful if that's, you know, not going to be appropriate for some children in your centre who might not have their mum around. But in this book, I haven't had any problems with that so far. The weather sounds are in the sound effects, and I really encourage you to have them up loud. The children really like it. Even the very little ones who are experimenting with fear love the sound of the thunder because it helps them to realise that they'll be okay. What I do with this book and what I'm going to show you is I do some weather actions with my hands. So I'll be doing them with one hand, but you'll see you can do them with two hands, and encourage the children. Whatever weather actions work for you, I'll show you mine. And the other thing that I do is I use some props. So when we're saying, where's my hat? then I could hold up a hat and maybe put it on, or I could have a child there who's willing to get dressed for the book, to turn it into something that is going to add more memories, and with more memories they will remember the words, and the words in this one are a little bit trickier. So I've got my hat, and then when we get to the needing, where are my gumboots? Anei Kē. So I would actually be putting all these on, or getting a child to put them all on, but today we'll just show you what I mean. And then I'm looking for my coat, so I'll have an actual coat there. It just adds more fun and drama to the story for the children. And then I've got my torch, which happens to look quite a lot like the torch in the book, but whatever torch you've got is fine. And then when I've got my mum, if we do this as a show with children, then we have my mum coming out. If I'm just doing it with myself with children, then I might hug a teacher, or I just point to here. Here's my mum, Anei Kē, Kei te pai. So in each second page there's a Kei te pai, and I love to encourage the children to have a thumbs up. Kei te pai, remember to put your thumbs up for Kei te pai. Kei te pai, it means it's all good, everything's going to be okay. So that's what I do with this book. Lots of different choices. You could do something completely different. You could use a magnetic board with little magnets to do with the weather, which you've made yourself or you've bought. Lots of, think outside the box. Think how you can turn this book and each of the books into something bigger. So what we'll do now is we'll put on the music, and we'll go through that one so that you can hear what I do with the children.
Whiti mai tera, tera.
Whiti mai tera, the sun is shining.
Whiti mai
Whatever action you like there.
tera.
With two hands.
Kei whera toku potai.
Where's my hat?
Anei Kē.
Anei Kē. Kei te pai. Everyone put your thumbs up. Kei te pai. Can you hear the rain?
Heke mai te ua, te ua.
Heke mai te ua, the rain is falling.
Heke mai te ua, te ua. Kei whera oku kambupu.
Where's my gumboots?
Anei Kē.
Anei Kē. Kei te pai. Kei te pai. Can you hear the wind?
Pupuhi mai te hau.
Make the wind blow with your arms, windy arms.
Pupuhi mai te hau.
Oh, the wind is blowing.
Kei whera toku poti.
Where's my coat?
Anei Kē.
Anei Kē. Kei te pai. Here it is. Put your coat on. Snuggle up warm. Now I can fly my kite. You can make a rolling fog.
Tau mai rā te kohu, te kohu.
Tau mai rā te kohu. The fog is rolling in.
Te kohu, te kohu. Kei whera taku rama.
Where's my torch?
Anei Kē.
Anei Kē. Kei te pai. Remember that thumbs up. Kei te pai. Some children put their hands over their ears and scream deliberately because they love it.
Aruru mai te whaitiri, te whaitiri.
Oh, that thunder's very loud.
Aruru mai te whaitiri, te whaitiri.
Oh.
Kei whera toku mama.
Where's my mum? Anei Kē, Kei te pai. Anei Kē, Kei te pai. That's a relief, isn't it? We found Mum.